Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope you are all having a wonderful week. I know this week we are talking about the relevancy of Western civilization today and just talking about the overall idea of it. I know that it's been a point of contention for a lot of historians today, determining whether or not Western civilization actually exists or not. And I wanted to go ahead and say that I do believe that the idea of Western civilization exists with civilization itself. I think the Western civilization became a real turning point in history for the development of the modern world today. There are really three main points I wanted to go over in regard to that, and they are first, the idea of religious tolerance, second, the idea of the free election and the democratic system, and third, the free market and capitalism. So to begin with religious tolerance, it really originated in Europe during the 17th century European wars for religion, and it culminated in the Peace of Westphalia, which brought the wars to an end. In the book Spain, Europe, and the Wider World, 1500-1800, author and historian J. H. Eliot says that the effects of the Westphalian settlement was being seen within 100 years of the signing of the treaties as a turning point for Germany and Europe. To 18th century eyes, the problem of the Holy Roman Empire had been solved. The rule of law and a carefully negotiated system of checks and balances had replaced the anarchy and violence of a barbarous age, while guarantees of freedom for the religious minorities and a degree of toleration had brought to an end the bitter sectarian conflicts of the past. For me, this is a cornerstone of development of Western civilization. Religious tolerance would pave the way for a degree of prosperity and balance across Europe, and it would even carry over the Atlantic Ocean into North America and pave the way in terms of the American Revolution and just gaining independence in our country. So the second idea I wanted to talk about was the idea of the free elections of the democratic system, which originated in Greece in the 5th century BC, according to author Matt Cole. He says that we owe the invention of the name and perhaps the values of democracy to the people of classical Greece. The democratic system is a major component of the idea of Western civilization. Giving a sense of power to the people had been pivotal in the development of successful nations. When compared to socialistic and more oppressive societies that do not give their people an opportunity to do that, you can see a drastic change in the success of a nation, and it shows that democracy and democratic nations are the clear frontrunners for model society. And so lastly, what I wanted to talk about was the idea of the free market and capitalism, which originated in the 18th century with philosopher Adam Smith. Free market capitalism was a key in the economic success experienced by many Western civilizations. The economic model disallows the heavy influence of the government in economic affairs, and it's a business-run market. Capitalism is described by author Jürgen Koka as a controversial concept, though. Though the method is a driving force for the success of many Western civilizations, the means to which society has grown through it are often a point of contention. Many argue for the end of capitalism today. It's an ongoing debate, especially among current political affairs in the United States. You're starting to hear a lot, at least on the Democratic side, they're arguing for a more socialistic run market and nation in general. And I don't expect us to be heading in that direction anytime soon because America was built on capitalism, and I don't see that changing. I don't think the fact can be denied, though, that society today would not be where it was without the capitalistic upbringing that North America had. So those are really kind of the main 3 points I wanted to talk about in regard to this week. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts and y'all's responses, so I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say as well. Thank you.